International Women's Day, Greta Thunberg, feminism, climate change. Brace yourselves. Okay, so a tweet came out from Greta Thunberg's official Blue Tick account, which I assume is her tweeting, but it might possibly not be, yesterday, and the tweet should be on the screen right now. It reads, "Today is International Women's Day, and we recognise that women are still far from equal to men in all of today's societies." I don't know if that means that women live longer, get better education, and have better health treatment, or perhaps you mean something else. "We cannot have climate justice without gender equity," and that's importantly, she says equity and not equality, and then a bit about, "And remember, what we women want today and every day is equality." That's different from equity. "Not congratulations or celebrations." She's clearly not been on Instagram, but so she's having two bites of the cherry there. She's got equality and equity, and she seems to be talking about we can't have climate change unless we have gender equality first. So look, to Greta Thunberg, I've not spoken about her yet. She's bought and paid for, in my opinion, without talking about her as a person. Even if she doesn't realise it, I mean, as far as I understand it, she hasn't been to school since she was like 12 or 13 or something like that. She's had depression almost her whole life. And now she's got out, and she was Time Magazine's Person of the Year. Before that, she was Time Magazine's 100 Most Influential People. She's in the top 25 powerful women of all time on Forbes magazine. She's done TED Talks. She's spoke at the UN, and like world leaders everywhere have adored her. She's never going back to the normal life. I hope she does. I hope she finds a way of going back to whatever sleepy little Scandinavian town she's from and living what you might say is a normal common life, but I doubt she will. She's had the very, very low lows, and then the extreme highs. I'd be surprised if she's going back. And at the end of the day, like everything, like I Didn't Do It on The Simpsons, people run out of patience for a gimmick, and she's going to have to find something else. So this tweet might be her getting into feminism, Malala Yousafzai, Emma Watson style, or it might just be someone else using her brand to push a new agenda. What I think is important is that Greta Thunberg woke up school children and said, we have to do something now. Let's put petty politics aside. Let's not get into issues of things that are going to distract us from the bigger picture. We've got to do something about climate change. And all these kids took time off school. I mean, they're kids. They're just kids. And conservatives everywhere were saying, leave the children alone. And a lot of liberals were saying, no, we have to get 13, 14-year-olds involved in this sort of thing. But boom, she's straight in with the feminism. Some of the most divisive politics that there is out there. It's something like less than 10% of Western women, whatever the real stat is, look it up, consider themselves feminists. Like much lower, less than that, males consider themselves feminists. This is really minority, little, obscure, divisive, and very, very difficult politics. Sorry, why are we doing this now? Why is this got to be... We can't have climate change until we have gender equality. Well, shit, I mean, we're never going to have gender equality. That's really tough. Men are very, very strong. Women have babies, we don't. We're not going to have that. For someone who's been saying all along, we got to have climate change sorted now, and now she's saying, oh wait, but before we can do it, we have to do almost the impossible. I don't think it's her tweeting anymore. I'd be surprised if she's in control of her statements anymore, or she's just moved on to start saying, what's the next big thing that we need to talk about, because she's not going to step away from the spotlight. It's not her fault. She went into it too early. Look, I sympathise with the parents. The kid had depression very early on. I'd do something too, so I'm not having a shot at the parents either. What's really interesting though is, of all the things that she could have done next to say, or I've got to stay in the spotlight, or I've got to keep the tweets coming out, I've got to keep producing content, or whatever it is that she's doing, why feminism? Okay, she's a young woman, she's 17. A lot of young women get interested in feminism for a period of time. It could be that, but it could also be that this is this grand narrative that you hear, that whoever these global elites are, and we don't know who they are, whatever they are, they know that women vote much more than men do. They vote more in absolute numbers. They vote more in per head of population than men do. They live longer, which is the big reason why they do. And they spend much more money than men do. So for corporations, choose just about any big corporation you want, they pitch at women now, and all their advertisements are just pitched straight at women now. It's just a convenient way of seeming to get through to females. But is that the case? Most women aren't feminists. It seems a really odd move. I don't understand why feminism fits in so simply. I understand why women fit in. I understand why International Women's Day. I mean, most women love that shit. But why feminism of everything? Anyway, I don't understand it. Anyway, Greta Thunberg, my prediction is that she's probably always be the climate change sort of girl, but she's going to branch out into other stuff, and it's going to be really bad, Hannah Montana style, when all these young people thought, well, she's great, and then it turned out that she was going to develop into something else. And we've got to start learning this about making child heroes. They are still developing, they're still changing. Her politics is going to change, and she's never going to be free to make her own decisions anymore. She has to keep saying the things that the people want her to say so she can remain in the spotlight. Anyway, that's enough about Greta Thunberg. Thanks very much for listening. Hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.